Peace. Good evening. I'd like to welcome you back to the Foul Playland. As always, I'm your Foul Player. Wanted to, before anything, take my time to wish you guys a Merry Christmas if you do celebrate it. If not, Happy Holidays from somebody who does. Wanted to make this video regarding me or my thoughts as to why I feel that Tank Davis is the number one fighter pound for pound in the world. Potentially. And it's not like, if he does this, that, then he's going to be pound for pound. I'm saying as far as the person that I think has the most potential all around, covers a lot of bases as far as attributes. Bar none, to me, it's Tank Davis. My second place is Bud Crawford, but Tank Davis has a lot more potential than even a Bud Crawford. But what inspired me to make this show is that earlier today I was listening to Ashley's Corner, and they run a fine program there weekly, and Ashley, and if you could, please subscribe to Ashley's Corner. But they run a really fine show, and a lot of times, the women are a lot more upfront and gully as far as what their thought process than a lot of these dudes are. But they was a little bit of kicking around as far as the idea of what Tank's done. And I'm very critical of Tank as far as what he's done in the ring lately. I mean, before, they did make good points that, when Tank was coming up at 130, the division didn't have great names for him to go after and make a marquee fight. Even though I think he should have fought Lomachenko far earlier. I think Tank should have fought him at 24, 25 years old. But, my criticism of Tank are more like the fact that, they're fighting him twice a year. And there's nothing as far as the opposition that he's facing that shows that he's daring to be great. Now, do I think that's a 100% Tank decision? Probably not. I think that Floyd and Ellerby are guiding him in the route that he's already gone. But the problem with that is that I think that Tank Davis's attributes all around, as far as power, particularly mostly in the power department, I think Tank has A1 power. Tank has a lot of that twitchiness. Tank, if he really honed in, I think he could keep himself away from getting hit even less than when he gets hit now. And I don't think that he takes a lot of damage in a lot of these fights. That Isaac Cruz was a wash. That was an anomaly. And even then, it's not like he was getting dominated. But, if Tank put a little bit of more effort into being an all-around boxing life person, I think he could, all these attributes that he already has, as far as his twitchiness, his ability to move, he has pretty fast hands, his power, with all these attributes, especially if he improved on all of them by being a real gym rat and committing his life to the sport, I think he has a better template than Mayweather does, than what Mayweather did, at this stage of their careers. The problem is that Tank's fighting the Isaac Cruzes, which are tough fights, but he's not going to get any recognition for them. It's not that it's tough fights, but I mean, he could afford a name rather than Isaac Cruz and tore a scalp off just to convince the non-believers. At this stage, I mean, picture Tank fighting Lomachenko at 24, 25. I think Tank could have beat Lomachenko at 24. I think Tank could have beat him at 25. And I think Tank could beat Lomachenko now. Now, consider if Tank Davis had been the one to catch that Lomachenko scalp How big of a star would he have been? Even now, if you were to catch Lomachenko and beat him, like I think he would, how big would that be? But instead, I mean, like we're getting a real low rate of fights. In addition to that, the fights aren't the ones that I want to see. But let me know what you guys think. I mean, I think Tank is my pound for pound #1 best in the world. I'm not saying it to shade the dude too. Like a lot of cats that are like I've been saying, Errol defenders will tell you that Bud Crawford is pound for pound #1, and the compliments end there. Like they'll shit on him the whole rest of the way. Like and they'll have nothing favorable to say about him. Like I think that Tank has a load of potential, but I mean, with the way he's being guided now, I mean, we may not see that. Like, I don't want a good adversary to come up for him in these next couple years. Like, say it's like Josh Taylor or something, and that we get that fight 4 years from now. I mean, that's gonna be whack. Like, it's time like for Tank to take some fights that are really pay-per-view worthy and are notable opponents. Nobody coming up in weight. I can't really name off like who I think would fit that bill off the top of my head because I'm driving and my brain has been fried, but you guys get the idea. I mean, you guys may have a better idea of who I'm envisioning than even myself while driving. But again, I mean, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. No dramas. And enjoy the rest of your holiday. With that, I'm out. Peace.